Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Prabhakar from the section. Our perception is air pollution in our environment. In our, in our daily life, we are opposing the many pollutions like air, water, and soil pollutions. These pollutions are due to mainly cause of our human beings. The one of the main worst thing in our whole life is we are using the plastic in a huge level. The government provides so many. The government has so many times to avoid the plastic things and use the cotton things in our groceries and many of the things, but we are not yet that words. In that case, we are using the plastic, but the next generation will face the consequence of our disuse of the plastic.
Yes, I completely agree with you, Prabhakar. In pollution, we can simply say that a man is affecting himself, and pollution is not about only plastic. Any biological and chemical change which occurs in the nature, we can call it pollution. So, man is for himself, and he is not thinking about the future. It's just thinking about his self belongs, and he is doing the pollution to our nature. See, plastic can easily damage the environment. Even Modi ji has launched the Swachh Bharat scheme. Even though we are not following at all, this is a simple reason seeing that how lack we are and how discreet we are about the pollution. No one taking serious about the topic, about the thing. See, pollution nowadays it was somewhat, but in future it definitely damages the complete environment and it will become a big issue too. So from now onwards, if you think about that, see, something must be done by ours only. Then everyone follows that. That's the main reason where everyone was lagging. No one was starting the thing. If one member started the thing, then everyone will follow it. So my insight is we can reduce the pollution, but the thing was happening reverse. We are only the cause of the pollution nowadays, and we can. There are many ways to reduce the pollution. Like we have shared some example, like using cotton bags rather than plastic. This is the one of the best example. Or recycling, reusing also is a good example for reducing the pollution. Because by recycling and reusing, we can reduce the more plastic consumption. This is the best way, and this is my perception.
Yeah, well, I think what you said is absolutely correct. But it's not only about the plastics, but rather than we have many causes of pollutions like burning of leaves, burning of trees in forests. There are many more. There are also the major causes of pollution like the CFCs, releasing of chlorofluorocarbons in the environment. They are also the one of the most causes of the pollutions. Because of this CFCs is released in the environment, the ozone layer is getting depleted. So because of this, the direct sunrays falls on us. So the temperature gets more increases. So we cause many we can human life and the mostly the uh, animals get affected by this because of the tree loss of trees like that. They get the more the heat, so we get more diseases like heart strokes, etc. There are many harmful diseases by the pollutions.
Yes, ma'am. What you said, what my fellow partner has said is absolutely correct. The sunrays which are coming directly to the earth are not going return back to the atmosphere as the smoke clouds are stopping the sunrays. So that is the main cause of pollution. So we are all know that what are the effects of pollution. So we have to make the organizations to put it down and make our contribution to that. So we can make a community to control the pollution.
So much I agree with the statement. Pollution is the impact of harmful effects which is the way there is so many effects in the pollution. Air pollution, water pollution, sound pollution. There are so many pollutions are there. The pollutions they can damage
I agree with you, John. Pollution which affects to the environment, as you know that not only uh, plastic and all these things are as a practical example. We are using vehicles which pollutes the environment, and not only vehicles and industrial purpose. They are using more effective pollution which can affects to the environment. As an electrical engineer, I usually prefer electrical vehicles which is comfortable to the environment, and it does not make any sound pollution also.
What you say is absolutely correct, but I want to add some more points over you. They as the present people are using so much of plastic, it will affect our environment due to this over use of plastic that will not decompose in soil, so that the lot of the soil was affected. Due to that, more of the animals was eaten that, so they will affect to the health because of the air pollution. So much of animals, so much of humans will affect, and so much of birds will death due to the cell towers. So though so much of birds will affect due to the sound pollution. We can the human ears also affect. So due to industries, our neighbor, so it will goes to the rivers. So more of the fishes will die death. So pollution is one of the main cause of the humans. It will be affect to so much of people.
Yes, I agree with Bhargav. The pollution affect the people. So the pollution causes so many diseases to the people. The best example for the this pollution is Bhopal gas tragedy. In that incident, so many people are dead, right? Because of air pollution. Because of pollution, the pollutants come from the industries. At the midnight, the industry from the industries, the pollutants are leaked, and so many people are dead. And also, the three important things in present generation, the three important pollutants are affect the people.
I agree with this point. Pollution makes something pollution is damaging our mother hand. In various steps, there are mainly three types of pollution like air pollution, water pollution, and also sound pollution. It can cause the plants, animals, and also people. It can harmful in some diseases like asthma, kidney problems, etc. It spoils the air pollution, causes the global warming, and it spoils the beauty of the nature. It, it can cause the ozone layer.
Yes, guys. All are telling some more points in the pollution. In every point, there is a hand behind that pollution is mainly a human being. In this case of pollution, mainly the people said that the ozone layer will be damaged. But due to the damage that ozone layer, the UV rays will directly come to the earth. That in that case, that UV rays will directly fall in the human bodies. That will damage our human bodies very clearly. So at this time, we will at least we also wake up to don't use the plastic things and encourage our parents and family members to stop using plastic and use the cotton bags and some.
Yeah, I agree with your point. But due to human errors, we can lose more of the people. As a real-time example is as Visakhapatnam. So in industry, yeah, gas was leaked due to human error. So many people are death due to more oxygen was less. Due to carbon dioxide, they will die. Due to human errors, that pollution was caused. Yeah, the precautions is to plant more trees. Yeah, you can decrease usage of plastic. So use plastic bags.
As I completely agree with you, Bhargav. What everyone's saying is pollution has damaged the humans, And the thing is that we can't avoid completely, but we can go to the alternative way, which may decrease the less amount, and we can't change the things because we are all adapted to that. So we can use another way which may decrease the pollution. Like some examples, what we have given, like we can use the electrical vehicles rather than petrol, and we can use jute bags rather than plastic, and we can use recycling process rather than buying some many times. These are some live examples what our teammates are given, and there are some more examples too where we can use an alternative ways, but we can completely say that we can't decrease it, but we can make it in one day, which will be better.
Yes, I agree with your point. Pollution causes different types of diseases attacking our body. So not only human beings, animals, birds also cause, affected by pollution. There are different types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, and sound pollution. So these are all activities only because of human-made, man-made things. And
Apart from all these pollutions, we also have the water pollution where we don't have any idea of it. Actually, in water, we don't. Uh, we mostly more dump the most of the pollutants in the water because of the almost the land has got spoiled. So they mostly dump into the water, and due to oil spill, many oil spills have occurs in waters. Because of this, the aquatic life gets damaged. So we should also be cautious when we we dump the waste in the waters.
Yes, I agree with your point. Pollution is affecting our environment because of so many people are using in plastic bags and plastic covers. These are not mixed in soil, and these burns are so many pollution in air pollution, water pollution, sound pollution, land pollution. So these are most affected in human beings living, and mostly affected in human beings.
So finally, we conclude that as a human needs a technology very much, so he has to unuse the things what we needed, and unnecessarily he didn't want to use any plastic materials and petrol, diesel, some other which are harmful to atmosphere. So we have to decrease the uh, effects of pollution, that we have to make communities as an organization. So we have the responsibility to make them get down. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Keith Amsek and this is our team. Today we are going to have a discussion about do deadlines destroy creativity. In my opinion, yes, deadlines destroy creativity. It is impossible to complete a task within certain time which involves creativity. If the person has a specific task which involves creativity, he cannot think properly because of the pressure deadline, and he cannot uh, do he cannot do new experiments to get the proper result. That's all from my side.
Yes, I agree with my friend's point. A particular task can be accomplished in a different ways and can be completed, but deadlines create pressure on a person and cannot give the perfect outcome for a particular task, and it reduces the efficiency of the task.
I want to add a point to it. I think deadlines do destroy the creativity because, for example, you have to do a work under 10 days, but you're very creative in it, and you want more than 10 days. But you have to complete that work within the time they have given. Then you will only concentrate on your quantity over the quality.
As of I know that that deadlines destroy creativity. As if the deadline is that we will get the low quality output, and creative people get burnout, and they'll feel uncomfortable with the deadlines.
Yes, I agree with you. We must have the deadlines. Because of the deadlines, we are we have to plan it in proper way. We don't have any deadlines on this. They are having very freeness and they do not concentrate on the work. We must have deadlines deadlines. Because of that, we are working very efficiently and we sense very more and work plan also very good.
Yes, I agree with you. Deadlines can provide you a clear endpoint. Suppose you take your project and you finish the deadline, your creativity is lost and the many problems and
Yes, as per my point, too, the deadlines have fixing a deadline will have both positive and negative points. As coming to the positive points, if you fix a deadline, we can be economically safe. For example, high budget movies like Bahubali and high budget movies like Bahubali, and even though high hyped movies like Leo, in that case, in that movie case, directors will fix a deadline that in that deadline they will able to reach that movie. If if they are done with that, they will get a high profits. If they are not unable to reach at that deadline, it will be a heavy loss to the distributors and the producers. So fixing a deadline will also save us economically as well, and we can increase and we can be productive, and the work will be done at the given time.
I want to add a point to it. As you said that movies have a deadline. What about a sudden things like Corona happened? We have to procrastinate the things. Not every time deadlines do work.
Yes, I agree with my friend. Deadlines destroy creativity. If we have a project on time, when we are suffering from some issues, then we didn't make that project effectively. So we make that project as per time, but not with creativity.
In my point of view, creativity needs a time. It is impossible to explore the creative ideas on a time. This constant time demand can difficult to make a think freely and creatively. Due to the deadlines, as we looks quicker ways to finish the task, this can reduce the quality of work.
In my point of view, deadlines can manage their time effectively and set clear goals on what he reaches the goal and preventing procrastination while ensuring the complete your schedule. Or and it is all deadline is nothing but a clear endpoint, and it is a responsibility to complete your project or else your goals.
Yeah, deadline makes the task be pushed faster than
the time limit when the deadline makes make the task to get faster than when the uh, uh,
I want to add one more point because deadlines have some of the disadvantages because the work efficiency will be less. The group group work means they are, then also it will get reduced because of the deadlines. The work efficiency will be very less. If you plan very short time, then only we can work because of the dead time. Before we have to complete the work.
if the deadline was does not make the completion of the task was so long and the delay of the submission task was too long and it was not comfortable to the projectors and so many things and the deadline is one of the good for the time management skills and it was push the make the task faster.
Deadlines are deadlines are force us to finish the work, and it will difficult to it will difficult to finish this task with some time, and deadlines are
I want to add one more point. For example, we're working in a team. Everybody ability is different. I can do a work in 10 days, and some other person can do it in a 5 days. Everybody ability is different. We can't compare one with other, so that deadlines do destroy the creativity.
I want to add another point to it. Because of the deadline, the time management skills of a person increases.
Yes, I agree with you.
Deadline makes that improve the time management skills in the person and the creative levels of the person with a certain time limit they can do the task efficient and proper way to solve the project.
Yes, so finally concluding that fixing a deadline will have both positive and negative points, but we have to fix our deadline and we have to work efficiently and productively.